What are we hearing from some of the biggest market voices about what they're doing with their Japan portfolios in the wake of the YCC move to try and make money?
Yeah, look, it's been incredible to watch what's happening in markets right now. The shock came, but it's interesting to also note that investors have been game planning this for months. Ever since September rolled around and that first shock came, investors from Sydney to London to New York have sort of been, wargaming what this means for the Japanese assets. So to put some things into perspective, Blue Bay in London, Schroders in Sydney, they've been short in JGBs, for example. Pimco has also been underweight Japan duration, but they've also been buying the yen. MMG is a yen fan as well. In Singapore, you've got Blue Edge Advisors, which is the hedge fund over here that's actively looking to add to long yen positions. So it's a two-pronged approach for many investors looking to play the Japanese markets right now. And when you consider where the yen in particular is at the moment, at 142, now, these are incredibly cheap levels still for many people to come in. UBS, for example, reckons that fair value for the yen over the next 12 months is around the 124 mark.
So, Ruth, is the fate of the yen just depending on what the BOJ will do in the next few months? Because economists surveyed by Bloomberg don't expect the BOJ necessarily to do anything for the rest of the year.
Absolutely. In a way, it's sort of a tug of war for the yen now between the yen bears and the yen bulls. Who is likely right here? When you think about it, it's been really interesting to watch the yen's moves the past few trading sessions. Normally, when a central bank tightens monetary policy, the currency tends to strengthen, as we've seen in the case of the dollar reaching a record high last year, for example. The yen, though, has been different. It whipsawed on Friday, and in fact, at 142 now, it's trading weaker than this time last week before the YCC tweet came through. So this just goes to show how investors are still really trying to digest what the BOJ is doing and is going to do. Are they actually really tightening? How hard are they willing to go when it comes to intervening in markets? And until that uncertainty abates, you could see some yen weakness for now before potentially strengthening at the end of the year.